Stephen Covey offered us a profound lens through which to view our journey. He said there are three constants in life: change, choice, and principles. Everything around us may shift, but our power to choose, anchored by timeless principles, remains our true north. He reminded us that not all work is visible work. Make time for planning, he urged, because wars are won in the general's tent. It's in the quiet strategy sessions of our minds that our public victories are truly forged. At the very core of his philosophy was a simple, seismic idea: be proactive. It's a fundamental belief that between any stimulus and our response, there is a space, and in that space lies our freedom and our power to grow. Covey taught us to be architects of our lives, not just tenants. Begin with the end in mind, he said. It's about crafting a personal blueprint so that the daily work of construction has direction and purpose. On priorities, he gave us not just a tool, but a mantra of courage. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage to say no to other things, because every no guards a more important yes burning inside you. On priorities, he gave us not just a tool, but a mantra of courage. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage to say no to other things, because every no guards a more important yes burning inside you. He challenged a zero-sum worldview with a generative alternative. Think win-win. It's a conviction that the success of others doesn't diminish our own. It can actually create a larger pie for everyone. Perhaps his most transformative advice for communication was this: seek first to understand, then to be understood. It requires humility to listen with genuine empathy before seeking to make your own point. He diagnosed a common human ailment when he observed, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Real listening is an act of grace, not a tactical pause. Covey was a realist about patterns. If we keep doing what we're doing, he warned, we're going to keep getting what we're getting. Change is never a product of wishful thinking. It's a product of changed behavior. He called trust the glue of life, not just a social nicety, but the foundational principle that holds all relationships, teams, and societies together. Without it, everything becomes infinitely more difficult. For leaders, he offered this mirror. Treat your employees exactly as you want them to treat your best customers. Culture is a shadow of leadership. It flows from how you treat your people, not what you promise your clients. This was his elegant solution to the busyness trap. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. You don't find time for what matters. You deliberately assign it. He democratized influence by declaring, leadership is a choice, not a position. It's a set of behaviors available to anyone, anywhere, regardless of title or authority. A powerful declaration of agency. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Our past may explain us, but it does not have to define us. Our choices do. On diversity, he saw strength. Strength lies in differences, not in similarities. It's the friction between different perspectives that generates the spark of innovation and understanding. He advised us to listen with your eyes for feelings. Communication is so much more than words. The truth is often spoken in a glance, a posture, a silence. A paradigm-shifting insight. The way we see the problem is the problem. Often, our mental map of a situation is the very obstacle to solving it. Change the lens, change the outcome. His urgent versus important matrix addressed a modern plague. Most of us spend too much time on what is urgent and not enough time on what is important. The important rarely screams. The urgent rarely fulfills. A twist on a familiar word. Accountability breeds responsibility. When we take ownership, we don't just accept blame. We activate our inherent ability to craft a better response. Defining the proactive spirit. Highly proactive people don't blame circumstances. Their behavior is a product of their own conscious choice. They are the creative force of their lives. A crisp distinction: management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. Efficiency matters, but only after you've chosen the right hill to climb. A call to constructive action. Be a light, not a judge. Be a model, not a critic. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Your energy is contagious. Make it healing, not harming. Connecting to Nietzsche's wisdom, he affirmed, he who has a why can endure almost anyhow. Purpose is a fuel for perseverance through the most difficult journeys. On ultimate freedom, our ultimate freedom is the right and power to decide how anything outside ourselves will affect us. The final say on your inner whether always belongs to you. The law of the farm, patience and process. You must prepare the ground, plant the seed, cultivate. No genuine harvest comes without respecting the natural seasons of growth. On a personal constitution, a personal mission statement becomes a DNA for every other decision we make. It's the core code that aligns your daily actions with your deepest values. Redefining courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the awareness that something else is more important. Bravery is a value making a louder call than the voice of apprehension. On breakthrough growth, to achieve goals you've never achieved before, you need to start doing things you've never done before. New results live on the other side of old comfort zones. A mandate for the future. Live out of your imagination, not your history. Don't let your past be a cage. Let your vision of what could be your blueprint.